CERN just proved that this guy's theory about the radius of the proton is accurate, meaning that this guy proved God and CERN actually confirmed it experimentally. Check.
We see that the vacuum density at the quantum scale is very, very high, 10 to the 93 grams per centimeter cubed. So there's a huge change in density. This change in density in the standard model has become the biggest problem in physics. It's called the vacuum catastrophe.
Quantum field theory predicts a very large energy density for the vacuum, and this density should have large gravitational effects. However, these effects are not observed, and the discrepancy between theory and observation is an incredible 122 orders of magnitude.
And this is the largest error in physics, considered the largest error in physics. We just published papers showing it's not an error at all. It's because when the universe grows, the density drops in the vacuum density. And of course, it produces this low density at the size of the universe and very high density at the size of a proton. We made those calculations, and when we calculated for those radiuses, for the change of radius from the proton to the universe, we got the right density that we're measuring in both cases. It all works out beautifully. So we know that it's just a change of density in the vacuum that produces this discrepancy between cosmological density of this ether of the vacuum and quantum density of the vacuum. Imagine a change of density that high. Think of a hurricane. So in a case of a hurricane, a very small slight change in temperature between the surface of the water of the ocean and the atmospheric temperature, a few degrees, 3 degrees will produce a very large energy event we call a hurricane with large electromagnetic discharges, millions of tons of materials spinning. And when we look at the hurricane, what do we see? A structure that's very, very similar to what we see when we look at a galaxy, for instance. Even in the case of a hurricane, which you would believe is a much lower